questlings, to the land of Mortera, and the story of a group of adventurers who journey through this world of unstable magic, undiscovered secrets, and unending adventure. Follow us on our grand quests for peace, love, battle, riches, and prestige. Last time on Mortera.
Would you all be comfortable with heading back to the ship right away?
Yes, I would like to leave as soon as fucking possible.
Right.
So, did you find everything you were looking for?
I guess.
We found a little bit more than we were looking for.
Okay, so you cast Identify, and this is an Amulet of Life. It has one use and does not require attunement, and it's full of the life force from a previously living soul. When a player wearing this drops to 0, the amulet gets destroyed, and instead the player remains at 1 HP. Aston's corpse has gone. It's gotten up and walked off now. So
good for him.
Walked around somewhere. Yeah, you make it back to the boat.
This is simultaneously the saddest and the most touching shit I've ever seen in my life.
I'm proud of y'all. You've done your community service. Cheers.
So guys, I've been thinking. I know we all kind of got put into this together, out of a weird circumstance, but I feel like we make a really good team. I think we should stick together. What do you think? Should we, party up and seek adventure and kill the bad guys?
I've got nowhere else to go. As long as I get to use cool things, why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, I do actually happen to agree with, Max. I think, somehow I've found you people fun to hang out with.
Oh, that's nice.
One
That might be the
time,
nicest thing I've heard you say.
when I was a wee lad, I used to listen to the stories of my mom, and she used to talk about
Hey, Pumpkin, are you in or not?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank heaven I don't want to hear your
So what do you say? When we get there, we'll look out for something to do.
A gruff voice comes up behind you and he says, "Well, I'm pretty old, but I'm one for adventure too. Thanks for the invitation."
Okay.
And you see Steelfoot rubbing his beard.
If we ever need a boat, man.
Yes, I do say, if you ever need a boat, if you're ever going down to the Serpent's Cluster or across Midden Bay, you let old Steelfoot know.
I actually appreciate that. Thank you.
We've got free rides.
Thank you.
Free boat rides.
That's perfect.
Free.
I mean, if you're on the team,
Well, maybe for a discounted rate.
well, then that's not team behavior.
And you see him poke a little finger through a hole in his shirt, and he's like, "Yeah, old Steelfoot's not doing as well economically as he used to."
I respect a shrewd businessman.
So you all come floating back into Saltport as the sound of the sea kind of subsides, and the sound of the dock district kind of picks up a little bit. And at this point, you all get off with Colette, and
Colette.
she basically just takes out this it looks like a volunteer sign sheet, right? Just to confirm that you all have done your community service. So she hands it to you with a quill pen.
Here.
And sign here.
www.
Okay, and then draw a picture of yourself in this small square here.
I always love drawing pictures.
For funk's sake,
Could you
donuts.
draw mine too? I'm bad at
Oh,
this.
yes, of course.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, and signs off. And y'all are just kind of let out into the town of Saltport. Yeah. So you're in the dock districts here. Kind of looking straight ahead. Down the main stretch, you see, people going in and out of stores, all different kinds of people, tall people, short people, not just humans, right? We see dwarves, half-elves, half-orcs, elves, gnomes bouncing around. Really all sorts of individuals. So from here, we can figure out what the party would like to do.
What are the gnomes bouncing around?
Oh, they're just like bouncing happy. Yeah, their feet,
bouncy.
I think, is a good answer.
The sidewalks are trampolines.
Most of the legends start their stories with people meeting in a tavern. Do you guys want to go to a tavern?
We already met.
Oh yeah, we skipped that part.
However, you do see right here at number A, or pardon me, at H, there's like a big.
No.
I said number.
You said number A. You said number A. Corrected yourself. Oh, I meant H.
Yes. Right here at number 1 is what this is. This is like Roman
That's
numeral 1.
Roman numeral 1.
Yeah, that's where the number came from. Right here, adjacent to you all, is a giant tavern. You see people like some raucous laughter. And
Where's the docks? Oh, wait.
yeah, so y'all are on the docks
Oh,
here,
okay.
and like right next to you is the big tavern there, labeled Catfish Johnny's. There's a big like a fisherman wearing like a yellow rain suit out front, pulling a fish out of the water on the picture.
I pointed. Yeah, Catfish Johnny's. That was where I was staying at. Can I? That been where I was staying
Oh,
at?
definitely, yes.
I've stayed there a few times. We might as well just take a visit.
Yeah, we can start the story off right. We can pretend we're strangers. I walk up to you and say,
"Oh, that's perfect."
Hey, can I buy you a drink? And then you roughly.
We should all go in separately but sit at the same table.
Do we have to? I heard that taverns have surly people in them.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point.
As soon as I step in, I'll be the surly person. I'm sure Althea would also oblige.
I'll be the surly. I don't give a shit. I just want to have a drink with a couple of friends. Friends.
Business partners.
Something. I don't know. Forget I said anything. Let's go get drunk. I don't fucking care.
You think we're friends? I like
you
your
all-
arm around his shoulder.
I'm like, he's so.
We're all make your
Friends.
way around and into Old Johnny's, or pardon me, into Catfish Johnny's. And it's kind of like the middle of the day. It took you most of the daylight time, at least while the sun was up in the sky, to make it into back to Saltport. So as the sun is setting, it's probably late afternoon. You all make your way into a pleasant-looking tavern. Kind of along the wall are a bunch of people at a bar sitting there with like a couple maids walking around in and there. Against the wall is like a stage coming out of the corner a little bit, and there's just a bard on stage, playing whatever instrument this is. And the fiddle. And you see a salty old-looking sea dog at the bar too, kind of like welcoming people and serving people. What do you? Y'all just kind of come in and make your home at a table at the bar. What are we thinking?
Why don't we all just take a seat and not do the whole pretending we met thing, but instead just talk about ourselves? I want to. We could get to know each other the proper way.
Oh,
All right.
sure. Is there an empty table?
Certainly, yeah. There's definitely an empty table. In fact, in here it looks like it's mostly sailors, not the super kind of ruffian type. Looks like that might be found further in the town somewhere. This seems to be like people who are like stopping off for the day right before they travel somewhere else. So it's like mostly sailors. It's a little crowded now that the afternoon is coming in. Yeah, so you all sit down at a table.
Can someone boost me up? I'm way too tiny to get up there.
Yep.
You get lifted by the scruff of your neck onto a chair.
Just kind of do like you know how kids get up into stools?
Sure you don't need it.
Nah, I'm good. I know how to handle myself.
Okay.
I've lived in society long enough.
Well, howdy, y'all. How you doing today?
Hi.
My name's Suzanne. I'll be taking care of y'all. Haven't seen you around here lately.
We're all a bit
How
new.
does Suzanne look?
Oh yes, okay. So Suzanne has like the generic, beautiful like country bumpkin, look. She's got like the freckles and the red hair. That's got two like braids going off to either side.
She's windy.
She's a little busty. She's got a blue and white striped dress that goes all the way down, and she's definitely trying to show off her cleavage. In fact, she has like a big necklace that kind of like rests right on it, and she's like leaning over a little bit and saying hi to everybody.
So she's gonna lean over and say, "So we need 5 ales then?"
I don't drink, sorry.
Make it 6.
All right.
Can I have a milk?
6 ales and 1 milk.
Hey, do you have any juice?
No, all we have is ale, milk, spicy oysters, and regular oysters. But we do have a specialty drink here called the Sardine Swisher.
Give me one of those. I'll get one of those.
Sardine Swisher.
I don't want to know what's in it.
All right, 3 for you, hun. I'll be right back. Just gonna let you all know now Suzanne's never coming back.
Thank you.
Yeah, the old gruff man that was at the bar kind of approaches you, and he says, "Welcome to Catfish Johnny's. My name is Johnny. Unrelated to the name. I just work here. I'm not the owner, but I oversee it while the owner's out. What can I do for you?"
Suzanne just got us.
Sorry, I'm not used to Suzanne actually doing any work around here.
She didn't seem like the kind of person who'd come back.
Yes. Well, I never forget a face, first and foremost. And I always like to get people's first impression.
Very nice.
And he like smiles with rotten teeth.
I was in one of the rooms. This place has rooms, right?
Oh, yeah, it does.
I stayed here a good while ago.
Oh, jeez. Maybe I forget a face or two, especially if they have a
I've never
snout
been
on
on here before.
Well, welcome. What is everyone's names?
Well, I'm Max.
Max. Nice and simple, nice and plain, much like everything else about you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And he gives you like a slap on the back that's a little too rough.
He's still wearing his armor.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like ching of the chainmail.
I am Althea Zaloshiant of Thuvia, daughter of Etrion.
You elves and your propriety. You could just give me the first name. You mind if I call you Alt? Alty?
I do mind. Quite a bit.
Oh, fine.
That is a good name.
Yeah, well, Althea then. Thanks for being in here.
Vestrin, your name was Johnny?
Old Johnny.
Johnny. Really nice to... Your breath.
Oh, yeah, did you wipe your paws when you walked in here?
Did you wipe your beard when you spoke? Fuck you.
Whoa.
Hey, I like a little bit of roughhousing. It's all right, Max.
What's your name?
I think he's like surprised. He's like, whoa! And he looks down in the chair that he previously thought nobody was in. And he's like, oh! Is that a mouse? What are you doing?
I'm fucking going nuts.
Now that's a name. Now that is a name. All right, Funkin', welcome. How about you little dragon?
Waka Waka. I am a lizard man.
Yeah.
Some might say a kobold.
Well, you're definitely a kobold. Kobolds live underneath the sewers here, too. Did you know your kind actually built all the sewers underneath Saltport?
I did not know this.
Well, you all look like adventuring types, right?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen Craig's list?
Craig's what?
Craig's list. And he points over, and there's a list of like different like posted stuff on board. He goes,
The quest board.
He says, well, the Czar Craig here kind of oversees Saltport. He's got a list of different happenings around town.
That's perfect.
Adventuring types always like to go and poke around the board. You can find stuff from the Research Commission, the Vanitors, the Diplomacy Corps, and Czar Craig will even put a thing or two up there every once in a while. Feel free to peruse it if you want.
I've been wondering what the Research Commission's been up to.
And he shambles off.
Is there a god?
I immediately run over and look at it.
As do I, but I'm like behind you.
While they're, I'll wait my turn while they're like standing in front of it.
Yeah. If you want, would we be able to like scoot in on the couch a little bit and we can all just like scoot in next to each other?
That'd be cute.
Yeah, feel free to...
It's actually a bed, so it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
You probably stand over.
You can take as much time as you want to look at each one, and...
You can take them off the board.
These are the guys we worked for last time.
Yeah, let me see.
Lizard person. What was the last one?
tournament.
Monster loose.
Monster loose? Oh. Reward of a bunch of fucking gold for aid and capture of the beast. All
Oh,
interested
there's
parties.
skeletons on the loose too.
I'm tired of dead things, honestly.
To be fair, I agree, and I would like to.
A hero waiting for your calling. That's totally me.
It is you.
Oh, that's just a general diplomacy court thing. Well, I thought they had something specific for me to say.
It's like
It's
a
just a call to action.
like a flyer to join.
Yeah, it's
That's
propaganda,
like
man.
If I may, dear
There's
Max,
advertisements on the board.
Well, what's the most important to the people? What's going to help people?
I would
The
say
most
that
important is the 115 gold.
let's.
Which one? I'm just looking for the gold. I need the gold.
The monster
Well, that's
one
100.
will. There's a monster on the loose, and I think Max has
Alright.
the most experience with that, and
Is
that's
that-
an easy 80 gold.
That one's
Dangerous and
dangerous enchantments. Let's go. Big money, big magic.
It says brave party. We're brave.
I don't know about that.
Craig. This is his list after all.
Alright, raise hand vote for Craig.
Well, he's the czar. He wasn't voted in.
No, I do.
Don't take me with a task.
For
Yes.
all who would like to
I-
fuck with Craig, say aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
He said fuck with Craig.
I elbow funkin' really hard.
Okay, so it looks like the Tsar Craig's decree is what has been decided on. That's awesome.
Alright.
So if you're interested, then let me
Yes.
take this back. Thank you for really getting into that too. I mean, it's kind of the afternoon. Do you want to go and like start the quest and then like go to sleep, or do you just want to like find somewhere to sleep tonight?
Or you can explore the town for a bit
Yeah.
and do this tomorrow.
To be
Yeah, you could definitely try to go shopping and stuff like that. I don't know much
Is
gold
there
about that.
is there a magic shop of some kind?
It's called Lorelei's Curiosities. Yeah, she's got all weird, she's got like a filing cabinet full of spider webs and lightning rods and shards of glass. It's strange, it's weird. She calls them components.
Yeah.
That's some weird stuff.
When I was younger, I was curious.
What happened?
I don't remember.
You're 21? Wait, how old are you?
27.
27?
Oh, that's a sad tale.
I can't fucking stand you.
Don't listen to them, Funkin'.
I stare into the camera and raise one eyebrow.
Yeah. The camera zooms in on you a little bit like The Office.
Just while we're on that note, real quick, like out of game, for your character, I picture Jim from The Office. That's just who I just like a
Except
younger,
very young.
baby face
Kinda works,
version of
but-
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Max is
Maybe-
only 16.
What's that guy from, like, How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, I know.
John Krasinski.
Yeah,
He looks
there you
exactly
go.
like him.
I also have that onyx necklace, and I managed to rip that red bandana
There's
off
a
that
jeweler
guy.
if you want to sell it.
I would love to.
Okay.
I just say, I'm going to go to Lorelei's Curiosities, look for magic.
Before we all start heading off in random directions, should we pick a spot to meet back up?
We'll meet at the well.
Meet at the well. I'll
Okay.
be there drinking.
Cool. Meet at the well.
And maybe just at dusk, like right when the sun starts going down.
Yeah, that's probably in about a couple hours, probably 2.5
Yeah.
hours.
That works.
Everyone, break.
Oh, hello. Come. Wait. Wipe your feet.
Yeah. So when you step in, you see this tabaxi, right? This like female tabaxi with thick rimmed glasses, right? The glasses are so thick rimmed that like her eyes are like extra large. So you see these like giant cat eyes and this tiny cat mouth,
Oh, I
these
love
whiskers, and the whole shop looks like really nice, like almost OCD. Everything is like perfectly put in place.
I assume you're Lorelei.
I'm Lorelei. Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to my shop.
Oh, nice. I'm just here to look around.
Are you from the bureau? I've done everything right. I promise. I've done all the
look.
files. Do you want to see my files?
No, I'm very well versed in the like the papers and stuff like that. I'm not part of the bureau, but I work with them. I understand where you're coming from.
What can I do for you, friend? Hello. I'm Lorelei. Who?
Oh, I'm Waka Waka. I don't how.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Hello.
I'm here to look around, see what wares do you got? Any magic items that?
I've got wares, I've got here's, I've got there's, I've got everything.
Yeah, you see like boxes of different components on the walls, scrolls, books, potions, and in a glass case is like floating in this glass case is this like small, like tiny looking shield. It looks like a really small shield that like seems like very special because it's floating in this glass case. But it's tiny. It's a tiny shield.
All right.
Is there anything specific that you're looking for?
No. What's that magic shield over there?
Ooh, that is my animated shield. Let me tell you about it. While you hold this shield, you can speak its command word as a bonus action. To cause it to animate, the shield leaps into the air and hovers in your space to protect you, as if you were wielding it, leaving your hands free. So it's basically a shield that just floats in front of you, and you can still use your hands.
Very neat.
Yeah, if you want to see what it looks like,
I polish it 7 times a day.
not the like blue around it, but like the tiny thing in the middle is what you're seeing. That big blue shield.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you see like the tiny metal part in the middle of
Like a
it.
seed.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it like grows into an actual shield.
Yeah, and I'm like writing this down and just like
Just taking notes.
taking notes and stuff like that. And then
You're all
You're in there
approved.
too. So you see like that.
FM. Animated shield FM.
Yeah, got that.
I'm imagining Max just like trotting through this shop and like really trying not to break anything.
Yeah. 'Cause he's- like a spider is like hanging from the roof and it's like looking at you.
I like yell at Max. Max!
Yeah.
Check this thing out. I think you'd appreciate it.
The floaty shield thing?
Yeah, you heard?
I heard. I was listening.
All right.
Don't get so close you can breathe on it. Don't breathe on it.
No,
okay.
I'm just using
Hold
his
your
big
breath and
frame
get close to
to like just try to sketch out like any like engravings or things like that. Just try to like. I'm basically doing espionage over here.
Yeah, you're like, okay, what can I mimic? Yeah, so like there's really nothing special on it aside from the fact that it's got like a really awesome like cerulean colored topaz in the middle of it. And that seems to be like a powered gem, and it's inlaid into like a gold looking shield with like wings kind of poking out on either
Is
side.
there anything else I can interest you in?
Do you have anything else like the shield?
This is the only shield I
No, I mean any. Oh, go through some of your items. And
Okay.
Maybe 1 or 2 more.
I have a... She shuffles it. Oh, you can breathe. You can breathe. I fucking forgot.
Max held his breath the whole time. You take inspiration for that. That's fucking great.
That's so good.
Because he just always follows the rule.
Oh, God bless him. Marianne.
Yes. Oh, V, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you, my dear.
You're from Mouriz.
Yes, I am. As always.
You getting in trouble again? What have you been up to?
Just enough trouble to... Well, they put me on a boat and told me to kill some zombies, and I did.
Did you get in trouble and have to go with the diplomacy corps?
I wouldn't say it was trouble. It was more like, fun.
Oh, fun, of course. Well, your fun and my fun are two very different things, V.
Yes.
She brushes her hair out of the way, and you see that she's got these like awesome, kind of like dark violet-colored eyes.
So I just need to buy 5 arrows.
Well, you know the deal. You can get 20 for 1 gold. So if you're going to get 5, it'll be 25 silver for 5. But if you want to just take another 20, it's just 1 gold.
I'll just take the total 20.
It makes my life a lot easier. Mm-hmm. She reaches in and counts out 20 arrows, and she goes, I carved these special. And you see that they've got like beautiful, like along the wooden shaft of the arrow, they've got like carvings of like very, very tiny like battles, right? So like one is like an elf firing an arrow, and the arrow is going all the way down. And the other one has like elven runes carved into it. Another is like an elven blade, and they all have like special little carvings in each one.
My dear, you are an artist.
Well, you know, when you spend your entire day carving wooden shafts of arrows, you get a little bored.
I practically don't even want to use these. They're so pretty. But I'll put them to good use, I promise.
Yes, please. Make sure one sinks right into the eye of your enemies for me. You see, I had to...
Refresh me.
Thank you. I had to leave my people in the Highland Woods, but since my days of adventuring, I like to live vicariously through those who purchase my arrows. So I wish you the best with these.
I'll tell you all about it later.
And she bites the gold a little bit, and she's like, good as always, and she flicks it up and catches it.
That was such a cute exchange.
Drops it into her pouch, and she goes, well, you let me know if you are, you have any friends you're hanging around with recently.
Oh, yes. Well, I would consider them my... that we met.
Oh, we?
Well, there were several, we all got into a bit of trouble together.
Well, look at you making friends. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, finally, you know.
I think the camera just pans over your shoulder as you're having this conversation, and just pans, and it goes right past Althea's face, and then stops because you guys are literally 20 feet from her, right in the middle. What are you doing at the well then?
Me?
Yeah. Funkin is with you, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm shopping.
You are shopping. Okay, so what we catch Althea for a moment. What is she doing?
Oh, she's just got the bucket up to her face.
Oh.
No water's pouring down on either side.
So hydrated.
And there's a can we go back to the sorry. That's okay.
Roll to not get cholera.
Yeah, and there's and I think it pans over a little bit, and there's a female gnome with the generic red gnome hat sitting at at one of their stands, and it's got a bunch of trinkets and glowing glass. Glowing glass.
Glowing glass.
I did this last time. Oh my god. Okay, and then we pan over. Funkin, what are you looking to purchase?
I'm buying a pony.
No, you're fucking not. You are not.
Great. There are stables actually behind Cassius John's.
Water.
Let me see. How much gold do you fucking have?
I have 175.
175.
Probably rolled really well, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Different backgrounds.
Twice what?
So you walk over, and there's a stout male dwarf with thick blonde braided hair, outside in the back, and he's blowing blonde braided hair, and he's taking care of some horses of people that obviously people from the tavern have left, but there's also a little section of other animals. You see mostly riding horses. But there is one small pony in the back, and it's salt and pepper, right? So it's got white and black flecks, and its hair has been nicely braided and all that. And the dwarf is leaning and chewing on a piece of hay, and he's not looking at you, so he doesn't notice you when you walk up.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Oh.
Hi. My name is Funkin' Go Nuts.
He goes, well, howdy there. My name is McDonough. How can I help you, Funkin' Go Nuts? What kind of name is that, might I ask? It's a very strange name. No stranger than McDonough, but...
It's a nickname my old friends
Yes, what can I do for you?
I'd like to buy your pony.
Oh, this old thing?
Yes.
Oh, I don't even have a name for it yet. It's still relatively new to the herd here. Well, it's 30 gold pieces if you're looking to buy.
Okay, sold.
Well, you're not going to try to haggle with me or anything of that nature.
You can. What's haggle? You can haggle.
You know what? Never mind. It's 35 now.
Okay.
And it's
He puts his hand out greedily and he's like,
Oh,
35 gold.
I reach
You're gonna
into
need somebody else to
my
pay it.
bag.
You need someone with you at all times. Yeah, so you reach in and he's rubbing his hands greedily and chewing on the straw.
1, 2.
oh no.
Yeah, the camera the camera pans away to a horse that's chewing on its cud, and it pans back, and you're 31, 32, 33. Hold on, 34, 35.
35.
And you see the dwarf has just been rubbing his temples this whole time, and he goes, "Oh, there we go, look at that, 35. And he like grabs it out of your hands quickly, and he goes, "I won't bother counting it, you've already done that for me." And he like drops it into his pocket, and you hear like a ka-chunk as it drops in. So 35 gold Moritz, erase that off the character sheet, and he goes, "Well, as I said, and doesn't have a name yet, so what do you want to name this pony here?"
Bob.
Oh, Bob. What a creative name, Funkin'.
Bob,
Well,
that's...
I guess I don't have an option. It's all yours. And he like opens up the stable and like hands you the reins. And he says, "You're going to be needing a saddle for that. And I don't know if you'll need some saddlebags or anything of that nature."
I'll buy both.
Oh, well.
What the...
And you see him like look up a little bit as if he like feels a little bad about having ripped you off earlier. He goes, "Well, what are you looking for? We've got an exotic saddle, a military saddle, a pack saddle, or a riding saddle."
I think I have the pack saddle. I like the word pack.
Alrighty then, that should be 10 more gold then for the saddle here.
Okay.
Alright, he takes it again and he like walks out and walks back in with this like nice intricately woven leather saddle that has like carvings down the sides of it of like a horse in battle. It's like a majestic big tall riding horse. It fits nicely onto the pony. And he goes, "Alrighty then." And the saddlebags are included in that. He goes, "Will you be needing anything else then? Maybe a bit and a bridle or a carriage or anything?" And he's like rubbing his hands. Really trying to rip you off. Maybe a wagon there.
You know, I made new friends and I really want to impress them, so I want to take them everywhere with me. I'll buy a wagon.
Oh my...
Do you have 35 gold?
Yeah,
Wagon.
I have 175 gold pieces.
Alright, well 35 of that goes into a tiny pony. No, make it 25 because it's a smaller wagon. So 25 for this tiny pony wagon. And make sure you're adding all this to like somewhere. Make sure you're tracking this.
I feel like he's so small. This pony's just like the perfect size.
Yeah, so you have like this beautiful
This is like
pony.
this is the nicest thing. This is the sweetest
A
thing.
wagon. A tiny wagon hitched to it.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
I think the bit and the bridle are thrown in for free, which is like what goes in the horse's mouth or the pony's mouth.
Brittle.
Yeah, so you have a bit and a bridle.
Bridle.
A bridle bit. It is bridle. See, I said bridle the first time and then I changed it. Okay, so you have a bit and a bridle, you have a tiny wagon, and you have a pony.
Did you acquire these items? Did you make some of them? How'd you come about this collection?
Yes and yes, I have friends and I'm very powerful myself. Anyway, I was going to show you this. And she pulls back a curtain, is my wall of potions. And they are just like perfectly organized, all evenly spaced, like down
like
to the
polished.
centimeter, polished. They look beautiful.
Color, alphabetical, or ingredient?
Color, obviously. And
What'd you give?
It's just like a nice rainbow of like.
yes,
Oh, that's a fucking
rainbow wall.
happy
It's
pride,
like
y'all.
Pride
What does
Month.
that one do?
Happy Pride Month. And
What does that one do?
And Max's fingerprint just gets smudged against the glass.
Lorelai's gonna run over and go.
Sorry, it's so shiny.
That one is a potion of greater healing.
What does that one do?
That one is a potion of lesser healing.
What does that one
That one turns you into a frog.
do? For real? Does it like permanent?
That's why it's green.
And like,
Do you stay that way?
I
No,
felt
just for 24 hours. I made it myself.
How much?
Max.
25.
It's a frog for a day!
I could part with it for 25 gold. 25 gold, frog potion.
Should I get it?
Fucking give it to him, man.
I should get that.
No,
I should get that.
no,
Just
okay.
for one day.
Okay.
You go
25
back to your
gold.
life.
Like, no, I was.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can add a potion of frog form to your...
Yeah, I was looking at him, and like inside, I was just like, it's not my money, and I can't let him like leave without a smile on his face.
Yeah.
And then I just turned back
I
and
love that.
What about you? What kind of animal would you like to be for the day?
I just give me some potions of lesser healing.
Lesser healing.
Yeah, so a regular healing potion is 50 gold each.
All right, and how much is a lesser healing?
Oh, that's it. Like the potion of healing is as low as it gets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's healing, greater healing, superior.
So I said lesser.
No, it's just like a regular.
One
It was a
point.
gag. Hug the frog.
You heal. It's 2d4 plus 2 for regular healing. Well, what those are really good for is if you get down to 0 hit points. If you like survive but you're at 0, you have to roll a d4 for like how many hours you're still unconscious before you wake up. But the healing potion, if you go down to 0 and you drink a healing potion, you come right back on your awake.
As in someone.
So that's a good way to get somebody back into combat, as opposed to having them just be unconscious for the rest of the combat.
Is drinking a potion a bonus action or a
So
standard action?
to feed someone else a potion is an action. To heal yourself is a bonus action.
Here, horses.
You know,
Oh yeah, we're still in the stable. Dang it.
Horses in
No, there's just a horse in the shop.
Yeah. It's a magic horse.
no,
You probably hear him outside bumbling around.
Whatever the
No, you like look over and Max is already a
No,
frog.
no, it's a
No, I'm kidding.
Not on the day before a quest,
Yeah,
but at some opportune time, I will use that fucker.
that would be so funny. It's like you like hand it to him and the camera zooms over and you have a conversation. And you go back and it's
It'd be
like,
really useful in a.
Just camera doesn't move, just a frog jumps on his
I'm
face.
just gonna.
or you can just
Like-
throw it at a creature.
and the frog has like chainmail like scales on it and shit.
Blacksmith.
It's Holga.
Hi, Helga. What?
Oh.
Helga.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nice to meet you.
What is the highest tensile strength sword you have in the short run?
Ooh, that would be my Tinsel-matic. And then I pull a very, very resilient sword down. 300 gold, but I'm willing to haggle.
I
Give it a.
take the sword. I put 2 fingers on the hilt. I check the balance.
Yeah, it balances very nicely. In fact, this one is like a little thinner. It doesn't have the thick, long curve to it, but it's got like a nice sharp end. It feels like right between a short sword and a rapier. It's more on the short sword end for sure. But it feels like it would fit you really nicely. You could probably hide it under your cloak a lot better than like a thicker scimitar style one.
I flip it. It spins in the air, and then I catch it.
All right,
And
you have
spin on
to
the-
definitely make an acrobatics to flip it up in the air with your dexterity.
Roll the 1.
You roll one and your
Yeah.
hand comes off.
Beat it.
No, I'm kidding.
You get a
I'm
nice
gonna lose a
ouchie.
hand.
You get a really big ouchie.
20.
Natural 20?
No, 17 plus 3.
Okay. Unnatural 20, yeah. You
Well,
flip it,
Lottie,
and it flies up, and it scrapes like one tiny wooden shaving directly off the roof. And then you catch the sword, and the wooden shaving falls and lands directly on the tip of the sword, and you just like catch it perfectly.
Savage.
This is, this one's okay.
Fuck.
I like this one.
All right, 300 gold, but I'm willing to haggle.
You know short swords are worth 10 gold.
I will offer you 7 gold.
You got a deal.
All right, erase 7 gold and add a dragon short sword to your
Draw the sword, bitch.
dragon short sword to your character.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Everybody meets back up at the well. Shows off their cool items. Does anybody have anything to say? I think the most impressive thing is Funkin's. Yeah. Does anybody want to show off?
I got scrap. Oh, no, I just say I got scrap, and then I look over to Funkin, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm riding down, and then Highway to Hell starts playing in the background.
But like the tavern
No,
where
wait. Is Funkin's the last person to arrive? Everybody else.
Of course he is.
So
fashionably late.
oh my god!
Guys, guess what I bought?
just like riding down, and he's like flip flopping on this tiny salt and pepper
And the
pony.
camera's like panning by, like like it's
All
showing.
of our shocked faces.
Yeah, and so you see like the small salt and pepper pony with a saddle and 2 saddlebags hanging off, and this like tiny cute wagon behind it. That's like the size of a like medium-sized doghouse. All right, with that, the sun sneaks behind the taller houses of the municipal district, and twilight emerges. And from there, you all are aware of the tavern at Catfish Johnny's. Is that the decision there?
Where are we gonna go to
We're going to
Craig's?
talk to the
Get
Czar.
Craig's?
Oh yeah,
That's what
yeah.
you can do in the morning.
If you all, I think the
Yeah.
municipal district has like a gate, like a gated community. So you all try to make it, and there's like a guard out front.
Oh.
He's like, "The morning." He just kind
Oh,
of stares at you.
Yeah, there's like a gate.
there wasn't a time on the poster. We didn't know.
Yeah. I like hold it up.
Yeah, oh yeah. You like hold it up, and he takes it from you. and goes, all right, and he pulls out like this pen that he has. Obviously, he's like a scribe, and he's like, "I'll make sure nobody else takes it. What's everyone's names?"
Vestrin.
Vestrin,
Max.
Max.
That's Funkin.
Hello, I'm fucking going nuts.
Yeah.
I just need the first name. What's the name of the horse?
Bob.
All right.
What?
What's your name, tiny lizard?
Waka.
Alrighty. And your elf friend.
I am Althea.
Alrighty. Cool. Alright.
Octavia. Daughter of Edrion.
Great. I don't care about your lineage. All of you can come back in the morning and speak to Czar Craig's personal guard about this. And he hands it to you. And it's like a professional seal, or an official seal. Of declaring that you have claimed Czar Craig's quest.
Yay!
We're real adventurers now, aren't we?
I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, guys. I'm going to be honest.
Cool. Alright. So you all head back. Do you head to Catfish Johnny's? Or do you want to try to find like a different place to sleep? What are your thoughts?
I think Catfish Johnny's will probably about do.
Well, I was going to be share my wealth, and maybe we can all stay at a wealthy inn. That's like 2 gold points.
Yeah, so there's like different types of living expenses, lifestyle expenses. If you want to have like a nicer room at Catfish Johnny's, they have like different styles of rooms. It's like a 4-story, like it's really big. That's where all the sailors that come into Saltport tend to stay over the night and stuff.
So they
Fuck it, get us
make
a
pretty good money.
It's really good money, yeah.
Okay. Look at that sword. Check out the sword. Look at that sword. Check Call out it the whatever sword. you call it. It's made out
Nice.
of fire.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. It looks like fire. Fucking love that.
Okay, I will buy us wealthy rooms.
Yeah. So so old Johnny is looking at you and goes,
Look at the sword.
wealthy. You all want like a 4 poster bed and all that?
Oh.
How many wealthy rooms you got?
Well, we have some nobles in town, so we got 3 rooms available.
Oh, okay.
4 gold each.
Who's bunking with me?
As much as I'd love to.
I can just get one of the smaller. You guys can take
I
fancy
mean,
rooms.
I
That's
can
fine.
sleep under the bed. I just want a nice.
I'm bunking with Funkin.
Inspiration.
Yes. Funkin', I was like, who's funkin'?
Funkin' with Funkin'. That is great. Inspiration, totally.
Okay.
All right, so Funkin', 4 gold for your room and Waka's room. Do the 2 of you? Where does everybody else stay? You can have like a
I'll take
regular.
the cheap one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can have like a modest. It's 1 gold for modest.
I'll do modest.
All right. So Funkin' erase 4.
I'm sleeping in the top shit.
Top shit on Funkin's dime. Do you like?
Yeah, bitch.
You offer. Okay.
You can have a room.
It's rare when I get to do
All right.
that,
There is
so-
one room at the very, very top that's open. It's the aristocratic room, and it's 10 gold. It's up to Funkin'. He goes, "Oh, we do have the suite open."
3 people room. Funky room. Let's all go to the big gold room.
You only get one.
I know. This is just funky.
All right.
This is just
Erase
walking-
another 6, and the 3 of you can stay in the like gigantic palace of the room at the top.
Yeah.
Althea, where do you end up sleeping?
What's available?
So there is, because they decided to sleep in like the fancy suite, you can stay in like a wealthier one or just like a modest, like regular one. Doesn't make a huge difference.
Modest.
Okay, alright, that'll be 1 gold.
Okay, so you said -6?
It's -10. I didn't know if you already erased the floor for the other one.
No, not yet.
Okay, yeah, so just 10 for the 3 of you for Venestro?
Vestrin.
Venestro.
The N goes somewhere. Vestrin. Damn it, for Vestrin.
The N goes at the end.
That's
The N goes at the end.
I will remember that forever.
Mnemonic
Vestrin,
dates.
yeah. So Vestrin, Waka, and Funkin all like hang out,
There's
sleep
like
in
a
there.
villain towards the end called Venestro that we have to.
And it is an extra gold for them to watch your pony for the night. Okay, so you drop off your pony you bought 3 hours ago with the same dwarf. And he's like, "Oh, I'll look after that for you for a gold." Yeah, and
For money.
for money, you pay it. Everybody goes to sleep. Everybody gets their full HP back and all their spells back and everything of that nature.
Wait, I was hoping Funkin would have the pony sleep in the bed and then we would sleep
It is not allowed in the tavern unless you sneak it into the
They
tavern.
have stables at the very bottom. That's so ironic. You like bottom, and then he's got to go back down and stay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Fuck off, that's fine.
Next time on Mortera.
Waka is trying to explain the idea of a joke, like the essence of a joke to Althea, and
I have some reading that you can.
you hear like the chattering of metal as all these guards, there's like 4 of them, they all stand up and come to attention as you come around the corner. Rock doesn't need to sleep. Rock never sleeps. And he like starts to grab you on the shoulder. He's like, Rock never sleeps.
I was like, grab it.
And on the stern is this giant, shining shard of salt. It's like this big crystal. You all see like a disgusting zombie version of yourself, like your hair is all wilted and falling off.
Okay, but should we smash it?
It's could be the same kind of magic. I don't know.
It is the same kind. By the
it's-
looks of it, it's the same kind of magic. Look at you.
It's,
You look like
so it's just like Linde's magic.
I get that same.
I think when
throw up in your mouth a little
his
bit.
he like turns in the pain and looks at all of you, and it's like that that part of the very end of that Disney Hercules movie when he's like swimming and getting old. You see his face like old and gross for a second, and then when he takes a breath, it like comes back to life.